sometimes, you know.
You
got it? What'd you get? What'd you give her?
I sent her the email you sent to me with the Facebook.
That was just one class, though. Once again.
When you go to there.
And hopefully there'll be others. You never know. You know, it's just like, if I get too involved in technical, I get it. My wife gives it to me. She says, get someone else to do it. You're spending too much time. So that's why I kind of like took a back burner on all that technical stuff. You know, like links and sending and putting up.
Where's David been lately?
David who? Which David? You have to remind me. David Marnell.
The young one.
He went to Big Bear. Big Bear Lake. He went and spent some time there. Somebody invited him to go there, so he spent some time there. And
is he your disciple?
no, he's not. But he's just a guy. Hangs around here. Very excited. You know, he's new to Judaism somewhat, and you know, so you're right. He hasn't been around. Okay, are we ready? We're moving forward. Does anybody remember what we've done in the past? No. Good.
Yes.
Okay, absolutely not. Okay, fine. We're starting a meditation class here. Here, I've got extra sheets. I'm glad it's a smaller group.
We have to be really careful with this.
You have to be very careful with this. Don't bring this in the bathroom, please.
We don't throw in the trash, whatever you do.
Please don't. And if you're afraid, then you know you can. Okay. So this is great. This is called the Merkava. Merkava, which means the chariot. Okay.
You want me to close the door?
That'll be great if you close the door, even though all outside noises only may help us to focus even deeper. Okay? As I was taught at a young age in my self-hypnosis course. Okay? Feel free if you need to, if you have a pen. If you don't, get a pen from someone. I have some pens here, and there's paper here. I really would require that people have pens or a paper next to them, because here you go.
Yeah,
Okay, I was going to throw it, and I have here's some pens, because what's going to be is where we're going to do these meditations, things are going to come through you. And I mean through you, meaning in your head. Okay, you're going to get pictures, you're going to get memories, you get who knows what. I do not want to limit. Who needs paper? Claire needs paper. Okay. Good reachage. Okay, so anyways, the idea really here is to be aware of it. Don't feel bad when you're getting out of the meditation. And you're going to have to probably have your eyes open when you begin this, because this is a practice. Meditation is a practice, right? Unfortunately, we only meet once a month. So, you know, because it's not. I'm the plate spinner, and I'm working on getting upper levels of plate spinning. Do you know what a plate spinner is?
Yes, it's a juggler.
Very good. The Chinese circus would have guys spinning plates on sticks, right? And then he would always add more plates. But he would always have to keep the plates spinning, you understand? Because if the plate stops spinning, they fall off the stick. And he's got them all balancing. So he's got to keep going back and spinning the plates. So that's... Thank God, Baruch Hashem, that's how my days go. Okay, go back to here, spin, 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 spin. Like a lot of us these days are just spinning, okay? But Baruch Hashem, so I think I'm God willing, if I get a massive request, you got to do more of this, then we'll make a decision from there, okay? So now, we have meditation to the Merkava, the chariot, okay? And as we see here on the diagram or the picture here on the right-hand side, right? As we have here the 10 sfirot. These 10 sfirot, and by the way, anybody can go to the website, thereturninglight.org. This is also found on my website, or my father-in-law's website. .org, not .com. You'll get hold of my good friend Ben Zion Lair, who will teach you how to give a massage. Okay.
The at the beginning.
What?
The at the beginning.
Thereturninglight.org. Okay. So, and it also has this. I believe this is also there. That if you lose these pages and you need to always find it, you'll have a place to go.
Don't turn it
Also, don't. Well, you just got to be careful where you keep this. Okay. So the 10 sfirot here on the right-hand side of the page, of course, in the array of going from all the way from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Really, I should number them. They really should be numbered, okay? As the first one, obviously, on the top is number 1. And the one, if you do recognize vowels, anybody have an issue with vowels? It's good. But it doesn't matter. I have the transliteration here. Number 2, Chochmah, really is the sphera on the right-hand side, right? And then you'll have number 3. You'll go down to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And finally, the lowest one is 10.
And those last 7 are the same ones?
7 sfirot. This is the 10 sfirot. But as we see, inside these 10 sfirot, there's the name of God in each one of these. Now, the name of God in each one of these sfirot, there's a different vowel, as you'll notice. He did hint to it very slightly in R.A. Kaplan's book, Sefer Yetzirah, when he translated the Book of Formation. The very first chapter talks about the 10 sfirot, and the very first description that it gives in every single little header that they're giving you, which we call a Mishnah, was 10 sfirot bli ma. These are 10 sfirot without what? Meaning, really, we're not going to really figure out the essence of these 10 sfirot. So he hinted to in that book that it could be because, the reason is because they are the vowels. There are 9 vowels we have in tradition. Of course, you'll see number 10, sphere number 10, doesn't have any vowels. That's Malchut. Malchut, the feminine. That's where we are, and that's what we have to elevate. That's our job. Okay, this is our arena.
Is ma...
Ma means what,
I know
literally
it
in
means
Hebrew?
What, but is it referred to Leah?
No. Ma has a different reference. Okay? What? Chachma is koach ma. So if you look at chachma, which means wisdom, it's 2 words. Koach, that means power or force. And ma is what? The power of what? And if you got the power of what, like what is it, you got a lot of power, right? As opposed to guessing. Okay?
There's another one from me.
Me is Bina. Bina is me.
That's what I was thinking.
You ask those questions, you're going to get to, you're going towards. But let's go back here. Okay, so these vowels basically that Rabbi Kaplan hints to are indicative of these sfirot. In other words, if you just had a vowel, you ain't got much, right? You just got a o, I, which was I think an interesting song in the 60s about a witch doctor. Okay? A, I, U, you got it. So in any case, otherwise it really doesn't really say much, okay? And so, but of course, is it related to the sfirot with the Yud K Vav K in it? So therefore we go through the meditation, and it also relating to our part of the body. Okay? Okay? So each sphera also corresponds to a different limb of the body. So we have the first 3. Actually, just look at the first one. Okay? The first one is the crown of the skull here, called Keter. Okay? Kind of hovers almost above it. And then you'll have Chochmah, number 2, which is on the right-hand side, just beneath number 1. I should really give you should I do this? Would it help if I do this?
So,
One second.
Be careful because you can't erase it.
I can erase this.
Yeah, but you know what you can't erase.
No, just the circles. I'm just going to do this. 1. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. Got it? 4, 5, 6. Okay? Just so that you know which numbers we're talking about. Okay? All right, so now we know. Okay? Okay, so when I refer to number 2, as you even have there on the left-hand side of the page, it's Chochmah, and the vowel sign is a patach. Okay? And then you'll have number 3, which is Bina, and the vowel of that is called a Tseire, and it's pronounced A. And then you'll have the Segol, number 4, which is Chesed, that's the and that is relates to the right arm. So the first 3 we just had relates to the head. 1, 2, and 3. 1 is the crown, the skull. 2 is the right brain. 3 is the left brain. 4 is your right arm. 5 is the left arm. 6 is the torso.
Isn't it the heart?
Well, the heart is in the torso. 7 is the right leg. 8 is the left leg. 9 is the genitalia, and we'll look at 10 is the feet for now. Okay? So anyway, so we have these and they relate to the parts of the body. Okay? So when we go through this meditation, this is what we're going to do. Just so I could give you the prelude to it. Okay? So we're going to start off with the top. We're going to do the crown. And what we're going to do is we're going to say the letters in our mind. Is that a breath mint?
Hi, everybody.
He's offering me a breath mint. Okay.
This is for the front door, the magnet that you need. You don't need a key anymore. This is yours for you.
That's very scary.
Not scary.
Is it? It's very scary. Because this is like, yeah.
Put on your keychain.
Put in my keychain. That's it.
That way you don't need a key.
Oh, yeah, what a
The
concept.
key's not going to be there anymore.
Got it. Thank you.
He's not gonna be there anymore.
Okay, thanks.
That's Karen.
Okay. So we have so when we're going to do, let's say number 1, for example, we're going to try our best. And if you can't do it, don't worry about it, but you do the best. We're going to try to get internalized and get the feeling of the Yud, K, Vav, K, those 4 letters, going through that whole part of the body. And we're going to say in our mind, we're not allowed to express these letters, even with the vowels. But in our mind, we can express it. In other words, we'll go ya, and then you'll do the next letter, ha, and then you do the next one and the next one. In other words, when you practice this, you'll close your eyes, okay? And you'll picture the letters going through this part, however they appear to you, in every form that you can, the best you can, okay? Rule number 1, take it easy, okay? We're going to go do this together, but first I'm just giving you the description of what we're about to do, okay? So you're going to go and you're going to hear that part resonating through that part of the body. Then you'll do Chokhmah, which is your right brain. Then you'll do Bina, which is left brain. And when you go to your right brain, which is sphere number 2, you're going to go, you're going to picture and if you picture it is better, and definitely you make the sound inside, don't go out with your mouth. You go, ya, and you do the rest of each letter. So it's, and here, it's pronounced, it's written out. I wrote it out, I spelled it out for you in the transliterated form. Okay? And then you'll do each one, and then you'll go to the right arm, the left arm, and there we go. Isn't that driving while Jewish is all about, right? I did that once. It was great. I did the driving while Jewish, and what happened was the camera went falling, and it was probably the best driving while Jewish I ever did because everybody loved it. They was laughing because it was like, whoa, you know how the camera goes wild. Okay, so anyways. Okay, so let's start, okay? And I'll direct you through each body part as we go through it. Once again, pay attention.
Are we doing all 10?
We're going to go through the whole thing right now.
Okay.
It's easy. It's not hard, right? It doesn't take too long, okay?
You'll
We got
pronounce.
4 hours here, right?
You'll pronounce them.
I'm going to pronounce it. No, I'm going to pronounce the first one. And you have it written out here. Number 5 is a little tricky because that's a Shava, okay? The Shava is like a silent right? So it's because usually when you have 2 dots on top of each other, that's like almost like an ending of a syllable. It's a very
But our eyes are going to be closed.
What? Your eyes are going to be closed. You can look at this for now. This is a training. Don't forget, you're being introduced for the first time. As you develop the training, and if you got it memorized already, hey, for sure, close your eyes. I'll try to guide you. But it's important if you would need a visualization of the letters and the sounds that you could use this as an open eye, okay? But of course, when you're trained at it, and then you can go ahead and picture it and go through each one of the body parts with the Yud, K, Vav, K, and the vowels, that is where that's where a person should work towards getting, okay? So we start off first relaxing. We always have to relax, okay? And take deep breaths, always deep breaths. So we breathe through our nose, into the diaphragm and out through the mouth. Out through the mouth. And first we're going to start off, we're just going to start off by relaxing. Sometimes I work from the feet and go up, but today I'm going to work from the head and go down. Okay? So we're going to start and just try to be aware. It's always really about awareness of the here and now. And if your mind would happen to wander, that's okay if your mind happens to wander. Okay? Okay? That's okay if your mind happens to wander. So therefore, just bring your mind back and always be refocused on your breathing as you do this. Okay? Any outside noises, okay, you might follow it, it might distract you. Just bring yourself back in the here and now as much as you can, focusing on your breathing for now. So you're breathing in. I don't want you to put your awareness on your head. It means the skull of your head from your eyebrows up. I want you to just be aware of any feelings in your head, in that area, if there's any tension there. And I want you to relax it. And I want you to now move your awareness to your face, your eyes specifically. I want you to feel if there's any tension around your eyes and do your best to relax it. One of the great methods we have is to extend as if your lungs are extending all the way to your eyes, that you breathe in to your eyes, and as you breathe out, you breathe out all of the tension there, leaving the muscles around your eyes totally relaxed. And now focus on your cheekbones and the muscles of your cheekbones. And now focus on your neck, your jaw, the front of your neck, the back of your neck. See if there's that, feel if there's any tension there. The only thing that is passing through your awareness is a feeling in your neck and your jaw, allowing them, all of the muscles, all the bones, everything to be completely relaxed and feeling heavy. And now move your awareness to your shoulders. Allow only thing going through your awareness is the feeling in your shoulders. Feel if there's any tension there. And allow just all of the muscles in your shoulders to relax, leaving all your shoulders just to fall down, totally relaxed and totally comfortable. And now allow your awareness now to focus on your arms, your elbows, your forearms, your hands. Feel whatever, if your hands are touching something, just be aware of that feeling, whatever it's touching, the warmth, if it's on your thighs, on the table, or wherever. Just allow yourself to feel the feeling and just to let your awareness go through your arms. Feel if there's any tension there and relax it. Allowing your arms to feel very heavy. So heavy, so relaxed, so comfortable. And now allow your awareness to go to your back. The top part of your back. Feel if there's any tension there. And breathe into it. And as you breathe out all of the tension, allowing the top part of your back, the upper part of your back to feel heavy and relaxed. And now allow your awareness to go to the mid part of your back and the lower part of your back. And just allow your awareness to focus only on your back. Feel if there's any tension there and relax it. And now your chest and your stomach muscles. Allow your awareness just to be aware of the feeling in your stomach and your chest. And you feel if there's any tension there and relax it. And now let your focus go to your hips, your buttocks. Feel the chair. And relax it, allowing it to feel heavy and sink even deeper into the chair. And now let your awareness go to your thighs. And relax it. Your knees. And your legs. All the way to your ankles. All the way to your feet. Feel that there's any tension there. And relax it. And don't worry if you we're not able to relax it totally. It's okay. Now just go over any part of your body that didn't fully relax. Breathe. Take a deep breath and breathe into it as if it permeates your entire being, that breath. And then as you breathe out, leaving your entire body from head to toe completely relaxed. Okay, now we're going to focus on the Yud-Kei Vav-Kei of Keter. Now the Yud-Kei Vav-Kei of Keter is pronounced with a ah sound, so it's Yah. And if you picture a Yah and a Hey, which is a Ha, and a Vav, which is a Wa or a Va, and just picture it, the Yud-Kei Vav-Kei streaming through your entire skull, and just above it even, the vowel, the sound. Go over it again. Yud, Hey, and Vav, Hey, with those vowels. And that's the only thing that is going through your awareness. And try to feel if you feel anything. Don't worry if you can't picture it. Focus on the sounds. Allow the sounds to permeate and the vibration to penetrate. And now, focus on the right part of your brain and focus on the Yud-Kei Vav-Kei with the Patach. That's Ya and Ha and Wa and Ha. Going through the entire right part of your entire mind, your head. Maybe there's little Yud-Kei Vav-Keis, maybe it's one big one. But imagine, I want you to try to feel and get a sense of the sounds reverberating through the right part of your mind, of your head, of your brain. And now go to the left brain, and that is the Yud-Kei Vav-Kei with its Seire, pronounced Yay, Hey, and a Vei, and a Hey. And focus on the sounds. And what are you feeling? Try to be aware of any images, any colors, any feelings, any memories, any thoughts come. Okay, now we're going to move now to our right arm. And the right arm is Yud-Kei Vav-Kei with the Segol pronounced Yeh. So we're going to picture our right arm, and feel our right arm, the Yud-Kei Vav-Kei, with the Segol going Yeh and He. Feel all going up and down, Yud-Kei Vav-Kei in those letters. What kind of feeling is it? And now go to the left arm and do with the Shava, which is basically a Yeh and a He and a Ve. And picture it, the Yud-Kei Vav-Kei going all up through, and focus on the vibration of those letters permeating, going all up and down your left arm. And now move to your torso. I want you to picture now the vowel called cholam. Cholam is pronounced O. So it's yo. And feel the yo permeating your whole torso area. Ho. And a vo. And a ho. And just notice what happens. Don't try to force it. Try to be aware of the energy of that vibration that is permeating your torso. And now focus on your right leg. Right leg is chirik. That's the one dot. That's pronounced E. So that's ye and he, we, or V and he. Picture it going up and down. And now go to your left leg. Left leg is shuruk, pronounced u. U, with the three dots actually in the diagonal. U and a hu, wu, and hu. And now to the hips, hip area. It's also an U sound. It's called a shuruk. Shuruk is U sound. So it's U and a hu and a vu and a hu. And now, finally, the bottom of your feet is just Yud K Vav K, no vowels. Just try to picture them as best as you can running through your feet. And now take 3 deep breaths and then open your eyes. Anything come up for everybody? Anybody want to share any thoughts, any memories, emotions? It's practice. Any thoughts? Nothing?
I'm just trying to get accustomed to it.
Okay. Does anybody feel anything? Do you have a
I
feeling?
felt real light, almost like a feather, and then when I went to the lower part of my body, it pulled down.
Interesting. Okay. There's no, answers here. This is, everybody has their path, and this is kind of like an aligning. This is why it's called the Merkava. Merkava means a chariot. So this is like making ourselves to be a vessel for the divine light. There's going to be different experiences that come up every time, okay? And it's all about that aligning with it, okay? So that's one practice, that's one meditation, okay? Now we're going to get into something else. The next part, which happens to be the sounds of the letters. Okay? Oh, here, I got it here. Okay? Here. Here. That's those. I just want to find the good ones, better ones. 1 second. Could be these are better. Yeah, here. Thanks. Okay, this meditation I learned from Bart Sadok.
Oh,
It was just amazing. You got it. All right? But of course, here now we enter into the area. Everything that we've been doing so far have been kind of silent, right? With breathing, okay? And Yud Kei Vav Kei and different exercises with the Yud Kei Vav Kei. The exercises that we did last time was also with the Aleph Daled Nun Yud, and those were previous classes. Now we're going to get into sounds, okay?
you learned it from who?
This is from Rabbi Ariel Bart Sadok. If you go to koshertorah.com, he's got a website there. He does amazing classes. Everything from A to Z. Okay? So here, okay, is the sounds of the letters. To make creation, Hashem spoke and everything came into being, as we know, from the very first chapter of Genesis. We know from this that there is a power and a form in speech. Some people want to argue, why didn't Hashem just create it with his mind, right? Why did Hashem have to make 10 statements? Because if you look in the first chapter of Genesis, and Hashem said, right? So it has to do with communication. Hashem wanted he wanted that kind of communication in our dimension, okay? This kind of expression, okay? My Rosh Yeshiva told me, everything is thought, word, thought. Thought, word, thought. One of the very first things he taught me. In other words, God has thoughts. He puts it into words. And from the words, you have to recreate the same thought in your mind. Thought, God's thoughts, or even it works that way with everybody, right? Right. Man and women haven't really quite figured out till this day, right? Is this enough hand movement? Okay. Sorry, have a red light, like reminder, move your hands. Okay. All right. So, thought, word, thought. Okay. Thought, word, thought. Everything is through speech. So the common term the magicians use today is abracadabra, actually comes from the Aramaic language, meaning I create as I speak. Ebara, kedibara. It's 2 Aramaic words. Ebara, I will create. Kedibara, as the word.
Oh, that's like deber.
They got it from Aramaic, from us in ancient times. Ebara, kedibara, the rabbis would be able to say things, utter things, and things would happen. Today, of course, we would have a different take on it. Okay? In other words, we knock it down. We wouldn't, if miracles, why doesn't Hashem bring miracles today? Because we knock them down, right? I mean, that's not true, right? Or we would come up with some way to instead of to wash it away or put it under the rug, instead of, okay, we got to move. We got to move with this. Okay? So that's one of the explanations. Bottom line is speech is powerful. When we say abracadabra, we know now where they got it from. Ebara kedibara, I will create as I speak. And that's how they did. Okay? That's why a person has to be very careful with what he says. Right? Very careful. I said that out in a class recently. I heard it on Shabbos. We did this. Rabbi Nachman says there's guy Yehu, he was just wanting to pull everybody together because he wanted to gather all the idolaters so he can kill them, really, because he was serious anti-idolatry campaign. So he says, Achav served the Baal a little bit. I'm going to serve him big time. Everybody's got to come. So he invited everybody, and then he killed them all to his party, right? So that was how he did it. So they say, but his almost, it was a joke, He wasn't serious.
But in order for his
But he ended up
faith to be
falling.
true,
His actual words brought him. You know, like I taught on Thursday's class, every thought, every word, and any action creates a malach, an angel, a creative force that pushes you, will pull you to bring it about. You have to be very careful with your words.
What happened to Yaakov?
Yehu ended up serving idols. Okay,
because he was jokingly
he was joking, and then somehow, and when you're on, you gotta be careful with your words. Rabbi Nachman says, never call yourself, "I'm going to do this wicked act," even in joke. I'm wicked. Even in a joke, you're not allowed. It's very serious about that, okay? Because our words have weight, okay? The letters in the Hebrew alphabet, when used and recited as chants, serve to transform consciousness, to expand the mind, to bring us into a spiritual reality and enable us to embody the spiritual source underlying physical reality. We want to hook into what's real. And really, as we know from those of us who studied Shar Yichud Ve'emunah of the Tanya, Baal Tanya, who quotes the Baal Shem Tov, everything is made up of letters. Okay? Shar Yichud Ve'emunah of the Baal HaTanya, meaning the book of Tanya, the book that all of the Chabad people. Shar Yichud Ve'emunah. I'll tell you at the end. Okay? In any case, the idea really here is, we know that everything really, the internal spiritual force that gives everything its existence and its animation is made up of letters. Okay? So thus, connecting to the letters, that's why not this week, but maybe next week, the old pond is waiting. Okay? Thus, enabling one whom is successful at doing so to transform physical reality in accordance to their mind and their will. Go for it, okay? This is the secret of how Kabbalists were able to do miracles, heal the sick, raise the dead, and destroy their enemy. Yes?
Okay, one of the biggest concerns with the whole practical application of this is, how do you still allow that that you're limited in your knowledge and that you're limited in your knowing of what all the variables and the effects of actions and speech that you're taking and your thoughts? How do you allow for Hashem to have the final say to where you're not causing more harm than good?
Very good. That's a good question. Okay.
Because
So the answer is really to say that the practical application for us in terms of this use, is it's in the form of a prayer. Okay. In other words, we are asking, in a certain sense, we're asking God that this should manifest. Of course, He's the ultimate. He's the boss. He is the boss. We only want things to be, our intention has to be for the sake of holiness, and we only want a positive outcome. Okay? I know I wrote destroy their enemies because there's different ways that you can handle the enemies. Okay? So, I don't know if I answered your question. I think just the way to make it safe is we will always use it in the form of a tefillah, meditation, a request, and we leave it, and we always put it in God's hands. When we grow up in higher levels, different things end up manifesting. But then, of course, the higher levels you're already in sync with God's will. So there's usually no issues there, okay? Okay, so 3 basic Hebrew letters, which are the foundation of mind, will, and spirit. We have in Sefer Yetzirah, it brings down, 2nd chapter, right? Talks about the 22 letters. That's what we're talking about now. There's 22 letters that we have in the Hebrew alphabet, and it divides those letters into basically 3 types of letters. There's mother letters, then there's doubles, and then there's elemental letters. Mother letters are the 3 letters that you see right here. The shin, the mem, and the aleph. Those are called mother letters. Okay? And then there's the double letters. The double letters are letters that have a double pronunciation, as we have 7 of those double letters. In other words, the b, aleph, beit, veit, gimel has a double pronunciation, right? Kaf, chaf. There's the hard sound of a kaf. There's a soft chaf, right? right? So there's 7, the Resh, we lost the tradition of what the double letter of that is. Basically, Beged, the Dalet has a double pronunciation, Kaperet, Chaf, Pei, Fei, right? Taf, Saf. So those are the double letters. And then there's the elemental letters, which all, of course, all the rest of them, and those are 12. So there's 12, 7, 3, 7, and 12 letters. Yeah.
Okay, so the 3 mothers are like up with the upper 3 levels of the Severot.
No, actually, I'm going to describe it. I'm going to describe it right now. Perfect. It's great what you're saying. Good. Yes, here you'll see in this page here, I did divide it like kind of like that, like mind, will, and spirit. That is one division, but really the real main division is they actually correspond to levels of your existence, meaning your mind, your heart, right, and your kishkas. Okay, you know what kishkas is?
Your kidneys?
Under here, right? Liver, right?
Liver.
It's like your neshama, your ruach, and your nefesh. Those 3 levels of soul. Okay? So it has here, and the way I did it was this way, but really it goes kind of the other way. Actually, I did it like this because these 3 letters is Shin, Mem, and Aleph. Shin is really in the brain, mind. The Shin relates to Aish. Aish, the Sh is like a crackling, like a fire.
And it
The
looks
shin.
like fire too.
The Mem actually is more related to the heart,
Water?
the water, right? No, sorry, mistake. Mem actually is more like the diaphragm, really low. That's where, the lowest place. That's the Mem. And then the Aleph is really the torso, your lungs, because that's Aleph is air. Aleph is the silent letter. Okay? So you'll have Shin, Aleph, and Mem. Okay? So the idea really here, as we have in the next page, is we're going to have fun with. We're going to have a lot of fun with. Okay? One repeats these letters, and they're combining. The idea really is. Sorry, I didn't talk about the pronunciation. Where do I get the vowels from? We take how the vowel is pronounced as the letter is called. In other words, the name of the letter is a shin. Shin, therefore, we know that how we're going to pronounce this letter by using that vowel of the shin. How you write out the letter. The word of the letter, which is a shin yud mem, shin is going to be a chirik, a e sound, and mem is a segel. It's a sound. And aleph is the patach. That's where I get the letters from, and that's how each letter is going to go ahead and be expressed here. So one repeats these letters and combining along with their natural vowels until he or she gets in a trance-like state. But once again, I'm just giving you the tools. You got to take it home and do it. Okay? Yes, try this at home, folks.
Are we going to do it together?
Yes, right now. So, therefore, it comes out 6 different permutations, a total of 18 letters. That's what you have on the page here, the next other side. After repeating a number of times, when you stop and allow your mind to go off, that's important. Keep a pad and pen by you to write down what comes to your mind. Also remember, according to the keeping of the mitzvot is the connection achieved. Everything is for the sake of the mitzvot. So here really is where that he brought down. Why is it these kind of permutations? As you see from chapter 4, Mishnah 16 in Sefer Yetzirah, it says 2 stones build 2 houses. You see it there on the top right-hand side of the page? 2 stones build 2 houses. Now, of course, the stone is referred to as a letter. The letter are the building blocks of creation. They are called stones. So if you have 2 stones, you can build only 2 houses because there's only 2 ways you can. It's either Aleph Beit or Beit Aleph. Okay? 2 houses. A house is where you put it together, a word. Aleph Beit or Beit Aleph. Okay? So you have 3 stones, of course. You have different number of permutations. Okay? If you have 3 stones, i.e. 3 letters, so how many permutations you can create? 6. And it goes on. 4 stones build 24 houses. 5 stones, of course, because of the permutations that you can spin from 5 letters, is 120 different permutations, 120 words of the combinations. And then it goes on 7 stones, and from here on out, calculate which the mouth cannot speak and the ear cannot hear. In other words, if you take all 22 letter combinations, basically, and you do that kind of combination, really, there is no number that you can count. As a matter of fact, they say, Rabbi Kaplan says in that book, That's where you get all the numbers. God can give the stars names. God can give all the planets and stars names. And that's where it comes from. Okay, the combination of all those letters. We're starting with 3 letters. Okay, and this is really cool. Okay, so this is how we do it. Of course, we get into our state and we're relaxed. And then with each breath, you say 1 letter. And you say it out loud, and we say it together. Okay? The Hindus really thought they had something when they went Om. Well, they had nothing on us. Okay? Really, the Jewish meditation is Oi. Oi. Okay, so here we're going to do a little bit different. Okay? So we take a deep breath, and we go, ah, stop, and just let it go, ah, and then you take another deep breath, and then you do the next letter. Me. And now we do the next combination on the next line. Once again, an aleph. Ah. And the next line. Let's do another round from the top. She And just sit quietly. What thoughts come to mind? Pictures, images. Anything? Take 3 deep breaths and open your eyes. How was that? Isn't that awesome? It's a really great one. It kept me going in San Antonio for many years. I gave this class to someone, and this person, I'll take this person I gave, let's give this class, this meditation exactly. And he had a tightness in his chest that he couldn't get rid of. Doctors, homeopaths, massage therapists, acupuncture. And he just sat in the class and he did this meditation and he says, it's gone. After, work trying to get rid of it for about 6 to 8 months, he said it was just gone. So these letters put you in alignment with the mind, right? The spirit and the kishkas, and of course the different permutations will put us in alignment. Anybody else want to share anything?
You can feel it reverberating in different.
Isn't that fabulous?
Amazing.
Okay, and it's kosher. The best thing is kosher. Okay, we'll stop now. Okay.
Also,
Practice.
We have a beautiful choir here. You listen to everybody together.
Yeah, well, I was wondering what they think that we're doing in there because they're laughing and then we're doing oh. It's good. It works. Okay. Yeah.